how to close your deals much faster. And that actually depends on your prospect. You can do whatever you want, but it's actually them deciding that. And there are actually three options. One, if they are aware of the problem. And the sales methodology is actually what is called solution selling. And how does that work? Solution selling, in essence, is I know exactly what my problem is. And if I know my problem, I basically know the solution, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look out for the solution of my problem. So if what you should do as a salesperson is when they come to you and they say, I know exactly what the solution is, you got to shake the tree. You got to create unrest. You got to make them, how to say that, you got to wobble them like they're not sure and say, are you sure? The root cause is probably something else than you're thinking there, sir. I think that the problem is there. Let me explain it to you. That way you become a trusted advisor, and that way you can actually take it to a place which they didn't think of. Now, secondly, it's another sales methodology is if I know something's wrong, but I do not know the problem, right? The other sales methodology is called consultative selling. Consultative selling. I know my writing is horrible, but if you subscribe to my channel, you can read all the text printed, right? Now, consultative selling, let me take you back to the root, meaning customer knows or prospect knows something's wrong, but doesn't know what. The problem is, if I would do this technique there and I would shake the tree, I create so much unrest that the customer who's already in an unrest phase will run away. You don't want that. What you want to do is you want to create calmness. So what you're going to say is you're going to say, look, when I look at the problem you have, it's actually easy to fix. Here is another way of fixing it. I have done this before. We have done this before with my company, and we have a system for it. 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5. It doesn't matter. For some weird reason, people like when the number is uneven. So 3, 5, that kind of works. So unrest, create rest. And lastly, the last methodology is basically when you invent something, you go to CEO. CEO says, yeah, but what have you invented? I don't have that problem, right? So what you got to do there, and that came together with the rise of the startups, it's called provocative selling. And provocative selling basically is when you arrive and you say, look, there is a problem out there that's coming fast, it's worse than you think, and it's not going away. The pandemic is a nice example of that, but let's imagine from a sales point of view, you're basically, if I would walk into someone and said, look, somebody in your market space has been eating 5% of your market share. I tell you, every board, every director, every executive ever that listens to this sentence will go, who is it? What do they do? And I will get their attention. Of course, you need to know your stuff, right? You need to know your numbers when you do a story like this. Small word of advice, this only works on executive level. So on people that make decisions. If you go down to the operational level, this will not work. So here are the 3 major tips: solution selling, consultative selling, and provocative selling that will make you win in sales.